Would you pray with me, please? O Holy One, may the words of my mouth and the meditations of all of our hearts be pleasing and acceptable to you this day, for you are our rock and our Redeemer. Amen. Speaking of rocks, I feel like I'm off to a really rocky start today. I don't know. Some days have those beginnings. Part of the reality of life. The last text that Gail read for you, Sirach. Do you know that name? Sirach is part of the text that comes from, if you grew up Roman Catholic, you may have heard of it. It's part of, for the Protestant canon, it is an apocryphal text. For the Roman Catholic family, it is part of their deuterocanonical canon. If you have a really good study Bible, it will include all of the Apocrypha. There are many books in the Apocrypha, most of them written in intertestament time. This particular one, the writer, probably is writing about 200 years before Christ. And Jerusalem, as it has been, was in turmoil. And he is writing somewhat like a poet, like we would have our Psalms. Most of the book of Sirach is written in that poetic form. And I was introduced to this particular passage on friendship when I was, it was before I was in spiritual direction training. It was in, I was doing some work with Wesley Theological Seminary in Washington, D.C. And I was on retreat. And one of the retreat leaders brought this text forward. And I had never read it before. So hear these words again, because I find these words about friendship. And if you read just prior to these verses that were shared, it gives you the opposite. Like the things that don't make good friends, what people will do if they're really not your friend. Lists up all that ugly stuff. But listen here again. Faithful friends are a sturdy shelter. Whoever finds one has found a treasure. Do you know that person in your life? Or many? Faithful friends are beyond price. No amount can balance their worth. Faithful friends are life-saving medicine. And those who fear the Lord will find them. Those who fear the Lord direct their friendship aright. For as they are, so are their neighbors also. For us, this type of friend is part of how we create community. We are still in the midst of, one more week to go, in this series of sharing and seeking Christ in a broken world. Helping and healing. Today, looking at community. Can we be, are you, yes, are you a place of belonging? You as a community of faith. You as individuals. Are you a place of safety for others? Are you a place where others might come and pour out their heart just because of your presence with them? And so looking at friendship and how our friends are, but also how we are as friends to another. What kind of friend are you? Because that's the basis of your community. Yes, there's family, and we don't get to choose family unless we broaden the definition. We certainly don't get to choose biological family. But we can broaden what family is. But friends are of a different order. And family can be friends, of course. But friends are created. It's built on sharing. It's built on a central piece of saying to one another, we belong together. It is difficult to be a friend if we don't then go back to what Psalm 101 offers to us about walking with a heart of integrity. Not many friendships, or marriages for that matter, any kind of relationships don't last long if we're not real. If we don't show up with integrity, if we don't show up being truthful and honest about who we are and about what we need as a part of a friendship, about what we need as part of the community. If we don't have that piece of integrity, then it all falls apart. Like a sandcastle on a beach. Piece by piece, it goes back out to the ocean. Right? So this is important for us as a community, as a church, to be hospitable, to open the door to welcoming others, so that there is the potential, the opportunity to create belonging, create friendships with those around us. Some of you have been here for most of your adult life and have that as a part of who you are in this community. Faithful to each other. And I'm so grateful. In this time right now where week after week I'm making announcements about people in our community who are passing on from this earth. It's a good thing that we have that community, that the basis of friendship in who we are, and wanting to stay together. Which brings us then to this text from Ruth. If you don't know the story of Ruth, go ahead and read it. It's not a real long book in your Old Testament, the Hebrew Bible. There's Naomi. She's married. She has 2 sons. They're married. Naomi's husband dies. Then the sons die. And Naomi's left with the 2 daughters-in-law, trying to figure out how on earth they're going to make things work. So Naomi sends to her daughters-in-law, go back to your homelands, go back to your families. I can't take care of you, there isn't any sense of this. And one of them chooses to go back, and the other one, Ruth, says, no, I'm staying. Wherever you go, I will go. Wherever you stay, I will stay. Your people are my people. Naomi is not a willing participant in this, but Ruth sticks it out anyway. No, I'm here for you and I'm going to belong to you as long as I have breath. Oh, those words. So deep. Wherever you go, I will go. No question about it. And the story goes on from there, but for us to hear this ancient text, we get the feeling that relationship, however it might unfold, is truly part of our grounding in Christ. We are meant to be in relationship with one another. We are meant to be open and hospitable to the world around us so the world might know what it means to have a friend and to be a friend. As close as everybody thinks we are with modern technology. You know, the internet can have you find out and meet up with anybody. From here, across the globe, and back again. There are very few places that aren't a part of that connectedness. Except for that what we're learning from a psychological point of view is that there probably has never been more loneliness amongst people? How can it be both connected and lonely? And so for us as a church, offering ourselves as community, offering ourselves, our space, our way of doing things as a place of safety, as a place of belonging, becomes primary to who we are. Because we offer Christ's love to the world. This piece of being welcoming, this piece of hospitality, this piece of saying, come, be with us. Let us get to know, come and be together. So that we might, and some of you know this, I'll go with you from here to the ends of the earth. And I know that there are friendships like that here. I've experienced it over and over again, especially in these last weeks. This deep, deep caring that goes beyond anything that the connection on the internet can offer us. Deep and meaningful ways of being in life. Faithful friends are a sturdy shelter. Whoever finds one has found a treasure. Think for a moment in your own life. Maybe if it's safe for you, just close your eyes for a moment and have that person or persons jump into the forefront of your mind. Who are they? Are they still here? Or have they passed on? And think about how you first came to know that friend. What was the beginning? And how might you now, at this time in your life, open up a part of yourself to this community, to those who come to our campus, those coming, searching for a place of belonging, searching for a place of safety, searching for a place to be loved and to know love. How might you offer them that hope? How might you, because of your experience of the love of God through another, how might you take that on to now share with someone else? Because in this big, bright, broad world, there are many upon many who are lonely, who need this from your heart to them. We celebrate Valentine's Day a couple of days ago, all over Facebook. I believe in a life of faith, that notion of love, that notion of saying, I want you to belong, is something we offer every day. Not just one day, but every day. How would that make a difference from when you leave here and go over and have coffee this morning and share with each other and share with those perhaps you don't know so well, but offer the opportunity to fill in that spot of loneliness in their lives. From that place, that heart of love. Ruth replied, "Don't urge me to abandon you, to turn back from following you. Wherever you go, wherever I will go, wherever you stay, I will stay." What a beautiful world you have created here. And what a beautiful opportunity to share that world beyond. It's for you to do. Community. Make it a part of you this day so that others might also know the community of love here at this church in a new and profound way. And may you be blessed as you continue to show me and show the rest of the world what really holds you together, because you truly are a place of belonging. Amen.